back. It is still the AM Weekend Show. My name is Divine Onoha, and I'm still here with my co-host, Choco.
Yes.
When last did you go to the gym?
When last did I go to the gym? I think it was sometime last month.
Last month?
Yeah, I started off, but easy. No. It's not like, because most of the times I had a plan that I would be going, every evening, but then along the line I went for like straight 1 week, and the next week I'm like, nah, no time, just like that. Or it's just the time, weakness. And then you be like, sometimes you just like, nah, to come ready to go gym, I don't tire, let me just rest, all those kind of things. Yeah, but pretty much soon I will. I have plans for that. So if you see me by this time next year, you'll be wondering, Choco, from where to where?
We'll wait till next year.
Okay.
Let's hope that we don't see a pot belly instead.
No, I don't do that. I'm not Samuel. I'm good. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Coach Peter is a great guy, though.
Yes, I mean, my guy, and happy married life to Coach Peter. Is finally married. So you see, the gym pays off. So maybe if you start going to the gym, you never can tell. You might just, yeah.
We'll live this single life.
Got married last weekend to his very beautiful wife. And oh my gosh, Divine, you needed to be there. You need to see Peter dancing. Peter was...
Are you serious?
Peter got steps, so he was dancing, and I was with someone, I think, and then the person was saying, the guy, they happy past the lady. Why they dance like that? I said, don't worry, you don't go understand. I mean, he should be happy. Yeah, so happy married life to him and his very beautiful wife here. From here is wishing him all the best. He's a great guy, so wishing him a great marriage as well.
Yes, from me also, happy married life, Coach Peter. I don't know, I missed your wedding, and I'm really, really sorry, but we're going to catch up one of these days, and we'll see your beautiful wife.
Yeah.
Okay, right now we'll be taking a trip around the region, and we are going to Aba in Abia State. The political landscape of the Southeast appears to be witnessing adjustments following the defection of Enugu State Governor Dr. Peter Mbah to the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC. His move has not only intensified talks of a growing alignment in the region, but also rekindled speculations that Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Otti might soon follow suit. Afia TV correspondent Lilian Chidi took to the streets of Aba to sample the opinions of residents. The report.
Aba, the bustling commercial hub of Abia State, will be considering a defection to the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. This is coming on the heels of his early visit to the newly defected Dr. Peter Mbah of Enugu State. Though Alex Otti has publicly denied any plans to decamp, speculations continues to grow over his next political move, if at all he plans for this. Afia TV gathered that discussions across markets, offices, and motor parks suggest that the rumor is already stirring public debate among residents.
My thoughts towards what is happening now is it's like every governor wants to run into APC. But for my governor, I'm not sure he's going to APC. Visiting Peter Mbah does not mean that he's entering APC. I know him as my man of his word. He never deviated from his word.
For this chemist owner, the issue goes beyond party lines. What matters is maintaining reputation in governance and results on the ground.
What matters is, good governance, irrespective of where somebody is coming from. So, but what happened is that coming to party, we have known how the party treated Nigerians at the center. So for me, if he remains in Labour, it is okay. Only that Labour now is failing as per party. They are failing. So he cannot become maybe a lone man. So, and the changing party will not change his personality. It will not change him. After all, he has been there before. He was once a member of APC.
Godson Onachukwu, a small business owner, holds a different view. He says such a move could send a wrong signal of betrayal, considering the antecedent of the APC.
People has been doing it like Peter Mbah has done it. The one at Enugu State has migrated from his previous party to APC. Now, in the terms of our governor, I don't think that we have the idea or the motion to migrate. Because if he did, in the first place, he has betrayed the trust we have in him. And also, it will be a hindrance or blockade to the entire Abia State. Because people will not be happy. APC government have disappointed us, both from top level to the bottom. So whoever is going there means that person has an interior motive.
I will tell you that he can never refer to APC. Knowing well that APC being the national government, APC being the national government does not mean that him himself being Labour Party here can make him popular or can make him to do more than necessary. But being someone who knows what he wants and who believes in himself, he will make sure that he believes in himself in the same party that produced him to be the governor of Abia State. So if on his own decision that he's moving to APC, well, I don't know. That may be his own personal choice. But if I were to say, I think that it's not wise for him to move to APC.
For now, Dr. Peter Mbah's defection has set the stage for a new round of political calculations in the Southeast. And all eyes remain on Abia to see whether Governor Otti'S will hold his ground or follow the tide.
The people love what he's doing in a state. For instance, should not have fear of the defection. If you are doing the right thing, then the mass must be happy with you, and the mass will decide that you are there at the end of the day when the election cycle comes. So the defections we have seen so far must be born out of intimidation and coercion, and maybe others are doing it. Let me join.
Whether it's loyalty or strategy, Nigeria's political stage is once again in motion. And as the APC gains new converts, the big question remains, who's next? From Abba, Lilian Chidi reporting.
I mean, that report is quite an interesting one. Joko,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on. Listening to all the people talk, a lot was just going through my mind. This defection thing, it's I don't know if to say it's terrible. I don't know if to say it's a bad thing at this point, because we are considering the fact that we are more interested in the person and his good works. And then we're also considering the fact that certain parties, certain governors or authorities or presidents under certain parties have disappointed at some point. So that's part of the thing a lot of people were saying. We know APC, for instance. Someone said we know APC as a party that has disappointed us for a very long time. So if Otti'S defects to APC now, it's going to be disappointing. How do you feel about that statement?
Okay, so let's rewind to a couple of days, weeks back, when there were speculations that the governor of Enugu State, Governor Peter Mbah, was going to defect to the APC. I was among those persons who said no, he will not. I was actually talking with Mr. Alex. I said no, he cannot. Why would he defect? I mean, he's doing well, as far as we know. So he shouldn't have a problem, in the PDP, if it's in the PDP or the APC, as long as he's doing well. So I don't see any reason why he's defecting. Only for me to come and hear a few days later that on Tuesday it will happen, there will be official, whatever. And lo and behold, Tuesday came and we saw it. And, that actually caused a lot of buzz on, in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, in the political scene around the world as well, because you have people all over X talking about this, saying how he has disappointed the Southeast, how he is this, how he is that, and all of those things. And, even though I feel the pain of people, though, but I still am part of those people who would say, I don't know why. He has his reasons. We don't see what they see inside there. You understand? We can't all say, hey, we are disappointed that he did this. He shouldn't have gone to this. He had all the chances, you know. I mean, if he had come out 2027 under the PDP, like most persons would say, he would still win because you are doing a good job. And liking it to the situation of the governor of Abia State, who actually is seen like one of the best governors in Nigeria at the moment. So, and then some persons, yes, there's been speculations, like you heard people say that, hey, he's moving. If he does, he has done this, he has betrayed us, he has broken our, you know. And it goes to tell you one thing. It goes to tell you the fact that people are tired of the present ruling party. You know, when I say ruling party, I mean from up there. I mean, the APC. People do not want anything associated with the APC. Not basically because, you know, like you said, they've disappointed us. You know, it's because people have looked and seen that this party is ruling and they are not giving us what we want. If the APC, you know, is, should I say, giving Nigeria what Nigeria wants, you know, even if you can't do everything, but at least you see that, okay, yes, they are doing things, but as long as the Nigerian man is concerned, we're not seeing it. It seems like you're saying this thing is happening, there are reforms happening, there are this one, but we're not seeing it. So I believe that's why people lost faith in the party. They don't want anything associated with the APC. Some persons who would also say this thing you're saying because what they did to us. If you ask them what did they do to you, they don't know. It's because someone said because of what they did to us. But if you ask that person, he'll tell you, I don't like APC because the way things are going in the country is why I don't. So, but then I think we should get past all of those things, you know, and now look at the personnel. Look at the individual involved in this. The governor, is he doing a good thing? After defecting to this party, will he change? That's another thing that people are really concerned about. And for the governor of Abia State, well, whether he would defect, I don't know, because as long as I'm concerned, it's politics and anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
He might decide to change tomorrow, but the thing is, will he remain that man?
And that is my major concern. I want people to, I don't know if people are going to, because obviously he's been doing good.
Yeah.
He's been one governor that people are the ones blowing his trumpet.
Yeah, true.
He doesn't have to do a lot of PR for people to reach. Everybody is taking his story everywhere. So I don't know now if by the time he changes his party, despite you know, like we said, we're looking at the individual and we're ensuring that, you know, we're concerned as to whether he's going to change.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at a situation where he gets into the new party and he still remains the same and still does great works. Yet people still feel disappointed. Because if we really follow what people are saying here, nobody was very few people were talking about his works, really. Very few people were looking at the individual. They're just going, I'm disappointed. I'm going to be disappointed. So it begs the question, if this guy goes to another party and still acts well and still does what he's supposed to do properly, will people still have that sentiment, that disappointment inside? You know, will people still ignore the fact that he's working and say, no, because you're now a part of APC? Just in 1 minute.
Okay, in 1 minute. Okay, I'll try. It's going to be hard, though, you know, because, I mean, people now, they don't want to hear anything about the APC. You know, people from this side, they want, hey, in fact, let it be any other party, but let it not be the APC. That's what's on people's mindset. You know, there's this trending video of the governor of Abia State. You know, I was actually watching a clip from it, I think sometime yesterday, where he mentioned the fact that, I mean, if you're coming to Abia State to rig elections, you know, you have to write your will first, you know. And I listened to that because I just wanted to hear beyond the headlines what he's saying. Did he actually say this, and what actually led to that? And in the midst of what he was saying, he mentioned the fact that I think he was talking to the president to actually caution Benjamin Uche with whatever he's saying and all of those things. And he mentioned the fact that in Abia State, whatever Benjamin is doing is actually reducing the integrity of the APC. It's making the APC lose value in the state, you know. And then, even though I will still say, trust Nigerian politicians at your own risk. They can say one thing today and tomorrow you see them jumping into that party and still doing whatever thing. So yes, to your question, will people, I think it will be hard, but I mean, let your work speak for you though. First of all, let your work speak for you.
Okay, so I guess fingers crossed. We'll just wait and see what happens.
But don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised. Anything,
anything
can
can
happen. This is
happen.
Nigeria politics, please.